So let's cut a cylinder base, shall we? This happens to be a 660 steel cylinder, and I've got it set up. I've got my mandrel trammed in. This is my basic setup. I use a dial indicator down here, run it off from the carriage for depth of cut. I've got a kind of an oddly ground bit that does a very nice smooth job, and that's what I'm looking for. Can't take a very big cut this way, but it works very well. There's no flat spot here on the cylinder, so I use that little flat bar on there just to, you know, give it some pressure on there. If you're not real tight on your tolerances with your mandrel, this will cock the cylinder a little bit. So I'm pretty tight. Just a couple thousandths clearance is all I've really got. So let's power this thing up, and I'll try to get you where you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to spin this up, and then I'll be just touching off. You know, if you're really trying to get a very detailed amount off of here, you got to consider how much you're taking off on your touch off. You know, that it's something like 2 to 5 thousandths probably, somewhere around there. You got to keep that in mind. Talk about that more on Squish. So I'm going to touch this off, and then I'm going to set my dial indicator to 0, and we'll go from there. So it's going to be hard to see. You can see I touched just a whisper right there, a little whisper on that one. So that's pretty damn close. I'll put you over here on this side a little bit. Okay, so I don't like to take large cuts. I don't take more than 20 thousandths at a time. So that's 20. That wasn't gonna work. Try that again. There's nothing holding on, it's just friction fit. So tighten that up a little bit. Next time I'll back it off. That's part of why I don't like to take a big cut. that was 20. We're gonna take about another 18. I take about 2 on my way out. It gives a really nice finish. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Well, I took a total of about 40 off of that. Looks pretty good to me. A little concerned that maybe I didn't have my bit quite right. Maybe the tail was touching, but it's flat. We're good. Alright, so now that we've cut the base, you got this cut off, nice and smooth and true. We need to bevel this edge. I prefer to do this by hand. Some guys will do this in a lathe, but I'm afraid of chipping this. It's already chipped a little bit, the plating on the bottom here, and I chamfer that off. And I'm using a diamond type stone. And also trim around the edges, clean that all up, take the sharp stuff off. I don't want anything sharp on there. This is That's 400 grit. Aluminum oxide, it comes in a roll, I don't know, 50-foot rolls, whatever, or 200-foot roll, or whatever you want to buy. But I use this to smooth everything out. Make sure there's no burrs or, you know, anything left over from grinding on it. There's always something there. I always want to make sure that that's gone. That's what I use this for. That's really all there is to that. Get that chamfered, get this nice and smooth. There's nothing sharp about this at all, and then done. A little chamfer on it, it helps get the rings in there, and you absolutely don't want anything sharp. If there's any chipping of the plating, you want to make sure that you get that all off of there. You don't want it to continue. So you know, make sure you chamfer enough to take care of all that. It doesn't take a whole lot usually. So that's all there is to do on the base.